pre-Newport away then. Mark, the frustration of games being postponed, does it sort of get any worse the more that you've had?
You just have to deal with it. It's not an issue. The pitch was unplayable. Terry did all he can to try and get it on. Probably made it worse the fact that the sun shone Saturday afternoon, but whatever reason it was called off early. We've had a good week on the training ground. It's meant we've got some work into them. We're trying to make sure that we're right for Saturday. We've got a tough couple of games coming up. Every game's tough, but we've got a couple of really tough ones now.
And conditions have improved a little bit. Have you been able to get out on the training ground properly each day?
Yeah. I mean, limited in certain areas, but as you can see, it's very, very wet and it's been a little bit muddy than we'd ideally like. But listen, we've had some good work, particularly Monday, Tuesday, and we'll try and carry that on now in preparation for Saturday's game.
And missing a few games, has that sort of bought a little bit more time for David Noble and you to get to the bottom of it?
I haven't seen David this morning. He's progressing okay, we think, and he should be available. Well, it's training early next week, and we'll go from there. We're hoping.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It's an annoying one, for me and him and the team. But listen, he's ready when he's ready, and Wes is doing doing all he can to getting that as quick as possible.
And while we're talking about injuries, how's Troy?
Yeah, again progressing. Ankle's still very swollen, but no real damage. Just the swelling, and probably be another couple of weeks.
Any progress on trying to get some more loan players in?
No, not this week. I've had a couple, but I'm all right. I'm happy with where I am at the minute. I know my team for Saturday. It's got perhaps one to decide upon. It's meant we've got some good work into them this week, and I'm trying to just instill exactly what we're after, and how we go about it, and just get them improving their habits, making sure that we do have our game plan and we stick to it.
The club revealed last week that 2 players had decided not to come who you were chasing. Did you feel it was important to make that public?
It wasn't my decision. I don't know who made it public. I wasn't particularly happy at the time, I wouldn't have thought. Listen, there were 2 young lads who want to fight for their first team places at the clubs they're at, and you respect that. They were both very close to their clubs, first teams, so I have no issues at all with that.
But it just shows the fans, doesn't it? That the work does go in behind the scenes.
Yeah,
it doesn't
of course
come
it
off.
does. Yeah, of course it does. But you get knocked back, so you have to start again on a couple. I don't think those 2 are dead, but for at the minute, I understand they're both young kids, not 18, 19, 20, and that sort of age, and they've made their decision. That's fine.
Newport obviously beat Oxford 3-2 midweek. I take it you went down.
I did.
What did you make of it?
Yeah, they were excellent. They peppered and badgered and harassed Oxford all night. Oxford had scored a goal, but just kept peppering away at them, and eventually got what they deserved. To be honest, I thought they looked good value for it. They had Zabrowski and Rennie out top, really lively. They were a handful. They were a big side. Played 3-5-2, played well, and we've got a game on hands. But we have every Saturday, every Tuesday that we play. So we're mindful of the fact they're a decent side. We got a decent draw at home against them. We obviously wanted to win. We've got to do certain things against them, and we've got to make sure that we try and play our game as well.
And they'd come off the back of their own sticky patch in terms of form.
Yeah.
Will you be facing a more confident team this
Well,
Saturday?
I think they've got a really good home record, so we've got to be mindful of that. I think we're the second home game of a run of 5, so they'll be confident that they can win games and propel themselves right in amongst the playoffs. We've got to go and be professional, as good as we can be. We've got to stick together. We've got to fight for everything. We've got to try and play as well.
What's their pitch like at the moment?
It was fine. They'd done some good work on it. There was one area that was particularly sandy. They put a lot of sand on it. It was a bit like a beach in probably a 12 by 12 area on the 1 by 1 touchline. But apart from that, you won't have any complaints about the pitch. No problem at all.
Apart from David and Troy, everyone else all right?
Yeah, hopefully. So we've had a good week. We've looked at a few things about how we want to go and play ourselves. Today we'll take that more into how we want to play against Newport on Saturday. and hopefully we can go there and put in first of all a good performance and get a good result.
Thank you. Good luck.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, the 3-5-2, they use it well, don't they? It's not that common these days, is it?
It's getting
League
more.
Two?
Well, they've played 3-4-3, 3-5-2, various different adaptations of it. It seems the way a few teams are going, and I can see the benefits of it. It can cause you problems you've got to deal with. We can also hopefully exploit one or two things that we might be able to, that we see as being able to get at them as well. So everyone plays their own way, and it's a way that's suiting them at the minute.
Yeah, Zabrowski, we they had his problems last season, but when he was in the first half of the season, he was pretty dangerous.
Yeah,
to Cheltenham,
he was
wasn't
lively. Oh, yeah, I've no problem with Chris on the pitch. He came and saw us a couple of weeks ago, and just wanted to sort of right a few things from when his time here, but I had no problem with that, and I saw him the other night, and he was excellent. He was a thorn in Oxford's side right from the start. His willingness to run was excellent, and got his reward with a goal at the end.
Yeah, and did he look fit? Because he obviously had a bit of a layoff, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a fair bit off with his I think it was his knee. He had a fair time off, but he looks fit. He looked fit and strong, and hopefully he doesn't play as well as he played on Tuesday night.
Yeah, after the Rovers result and then having to sit out at Saturday, do you feel like you just need to give everyone a bit of a lift now because it's been a bit of a frustrating time?
Of course, it's been a bit frustrating, but listen, that's Newport have had more games called off than anyone in our league, so they showed that things can change quickly. Good win against Oxford, and they fancy themselves again, and we've got to do the same. It's a tough place to go, but nothing that we can't deal with, nothing that we shouldn't be able to deal with, and we'll go down there and try and make sure we work hard, make sure we do our own thing, but make sure we deal with what they have to throw us, because it's they ask questions of you, and you've got to stand up and be counted.
Yeah, with the loans, it sounds like there's not a lot more you could have done.
Yeah, we were
the players' decision.
Yeah, the players. Yeah, like I say, I have no problem with that. One was not quite ready to play 90 minutes and felt he was better staying there, and he wasn't too far away. The other one was fighting for a squad place at his club, and I fully respect that. They're young boys, and I have no problem with that.
Yeah. Is it harder to sign players when you're not pushing, right up there near the top, or is that you finding that more difficult?
You just want to make sure you get the right ones. We're in a position where we need to, if we're going to bring in, we need to make sure that they go into the team now, particularly. So we're just seeing what's soon. Listen, I'm talking to a number of people, and I'll try and make the right call at the right time.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, Mark.